Almost everyone starts the triathlon journey in the wrong order. They start like training a little bit, they get excited and they try to train more and more and more. And the classical one, they get injured. And I don't want that happens to you. So today we're gonna be talking about how to start your triathlon journey the right way. Hi, my name is Gonzalo. I'm a triathlon coach. I've done multiple middle and long distance Ironman, and right now I want to help you to cross your finish line the best way possible. Right now there's a lot of hype with triathlon, with Ironman and different brands to make this journey, because a triathlon is just so complicated when you try to organize everything with your life. You have a job, maybe you have a family, your parents, your girlfriend, boyfriend, and that can be really complicated at the beginning. So I want you to give you like the step-by-step way so you can accomplish that goal or finish going to the distance and go further. For me, there's an order for making that decision, and the first one is to it depends on yourself. If you are aiming, in this case our example is going to be an Ironman 70.3, you should start slow. My mistake was making too much too fast, and I got injured while running, because we see the pace, we want to share our fitness on Strava, and that's probably not the way to tackle that. So the first one will be to pick a sprint. It's easier to do that because the distance and the amount of volume training that you need is not that much. So it's a ramp, it's not the destination. So you need to figure out when or where you can do maybe a sprint, and also can be specific for your training. It doesn't need to be a race specifically, it can be a date so you can accomplish a sprint. So you add volume. The second thing will be to set a date for your race, the big race. In this case, it can be again an Ironman 70.3, like most of the people want to achieve. Is the classical one, doing a half marathon at the end. If you don't know, the distance is 1.9 kilometers swim, then you have 90 kilometers bike, and then the half marathon at the end. So it can be pretty tough if you think doing that right away. Set a day for your Ironman 70.3 Olympic. This is example right now, it's going to be the 70.3. And then we start building. We start adding step by step, adding more volume, understanding our weaknesses, our strength, and to understand that it takes time. We go toward to a race you already signed up for, and we go adding more time for our training and a plan that actually sticks to you. So that's very important too. But it's not gonna be the specific of this video. So the race is not the reward for getting fit. The race is what makes you fit. So to understand this as someday creates nothing. So if you have a date, it helps you to understand that you need to get fit to race your day, right? So it's not the reward, it's what makes you fit. That is the important thing, because you have that goal. It's like, I want to finish my Ironman 17.3. I need to have a plan. I need to get fitter, because you're gonna know the race is not gonna be a piece of cake, right? Because doing this whole journey is gonna be pretty hard if it's your first time. So you need to understand there's step-by-step structures that can help you to achieve that goal. So the thing that no one wants to hear, but everyone needs to do. So often, very short, easy, because your body is not ready to, because everyone is going to be different. If you are a runner, a swimmer, a cyclist, then you can do more of what you're good at, because your body is already prepared. Your joints, your heart. But I'm talking right now for a person that doesn't have the abilities or the skills now, and the curve of adaptation from your heart can go really fast at the beginning. You get really fast. So if you train hard, your heart is gonna adapt really crazy. This is gonna be your heart. It's much better than having too much expectation and thinking, yes, I can do 2 hours run and 2 hours bike and 1 hour swimming, that you haven't done before, and you cannot continue doing that because you haven't done that before. So you need to better have a small chunk of training than longer ones, heroic ones that you can do 1 or 2 weeks, and then you get injured, you burn out, and you're not gonna make it. So keep it short, build the habit, because it's hard if you haven't trained before. You need to have in mind that training almost every day after the first couple of weeks is also a habit. You're gonna have a work, maybe you're gonna have to train before work and then after work. It's gonna depend on your schedule and each one of the people that are watching this video, and maybe it's your case, you're not gonna have that much time. Time is the not unlimited resource. It's the resource that everyone misses. Maybe short before the volume, so small ones, short ones, and easy, so you can recover. This type of stress, this type of fatigue is not, your body's not ready to absorb that. So there's also the super compensation. It's not gonna be for this video. If you're interested to understand what super compensation means and the whole cycle, please just leave it a comment down below. I will be happy to tell you more about that. So if you want to learn more about how you can create your plan, the step-by-step, there's the Triathlon blueprint that I create, a master class that's gonna help you to understand all the important values, all the important variables that you need to have in mind for your Ironman 70.3. I'm gonna leave the link down below if you're interested. So for example, your real swim goal. If you want to make it, don't think about going fast and pretty and perfect. The first time it's gonna be messy, like everything in life. The first time is complicated. So your real swim goal is to train, swim, and technique comes later. If you are trying to make it to the race, technique is gonna fall when you're putting too much. At the beginning of your training, that's different. Technique is king. For the swim, technique is number one. So if you have a coach that can help you get in the technique of your hand, your body position, your core, your hips, technique is number one. In the race, maybe it's not gonna be pretty. In your race, you should be calm. You should be safe because you train what you're going to do. But it's gonna be a whole different experience because this isn't a whole triathlon. It's not just a swim training or a bike training. It's gonna be 3 disciplines with transition, nutrition, and you're not gonna make a lot of decisions. So just, you need to flow. You need to flow. It's gonna help you across the sprint or your Ironman 70.3. The first one, just keep it easy, simple. You need to finish the distance. And it's not getting as fast as possible. People will say really often, yeah, you need to buy your carbon bike, you need your best shoes ever, you need your triathlon suit and your wetsuit, and you need a bike computer, you need the best watch, and then it can go thousands and thousands and thousands. If you don't know yet that's your sport, you may be gonna spend so much money and time for a thing that you maybe don't want. So at the beginning, keep it simple. I bought my carbon bike because I wanted to go further and further and further. And I just bought a 200 euros here in Germany used bike just to train. And I love the training, I say, yes, I want to go further and I'm gonna buy my carbon bike. But at the beginning, it was an aluminum 200 bike from Decathlon that was used. So the gear, any working bike helps. You need to just push every pedal. Perfect. Yeah, if you have a more expensive bike, it's gonna help you to save watts, you're gonna spend less time, less energy. But if it's your first time and you're starting training, then you can decide what you're gonna buy. But at the beginning, working bike, maybe use goggles that you had somewhere. The shoes, it depends. If you're starting right now, you just need to move and then you're gonna start like building. Perfection. No one is perfect. Everyone is gonna have different backgrounds. So start messy, start with a plan, but messy. You need to figure out things on the move because there's too many things at the beginning. Like nutrition, sleep, hydration, the things that you need for your swimming train. It's gonna be complicated at the beginning, but just focus on the important things. Not perfection, but gathering the most main things for your triathlon. So if you waste, yeah, one day I'm gonna have my carbon shoes, I'm gonna have this perfect watch, just start. But with a plan, with someone that can help you, or just learn yourself alone how to plan your training and just not follow some guru saying this is the perfect plan and follow this, because your plan should be specific for you. And comparison is the killer. Is the killer. Comparison every year and thinking, yeah, he started like 1 year ago and his pace is so fast, or his bike train is insane. But everyone is different. If we think about that, you need to have in mind that everyone is different, different backgrounds, different style, lifestyle. Maybe they go to the gym, they're stronger, they're thin. I don't know. Everyone is different. So compare yourself with yourself from yesterday, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. And I'm pretty sure that he will be proud that you are starting a triathlon journey. Keep really that in mind. So a really simple week. Like I said, a plan should be defined for you. But this is a simple week that you can follow. Is if it's okay for you. It depends, right? So a first day, just a swim calm. Just go to the swim, go to the pool and swim a little bit. Flow with your body. Try to do some crawl, or I don't know. It's gonna depend on your background. Then you have one rest day. Then you have with your bike that you have just 30 minutes, easy. Just go outside, 30 minutes. You can use your phone, your watch to look at the time, and easy that you can talk with friends. Then another rest day. Then on Friday you can start running. If you haven't run, you can have the run, walk, run type of training. So it can be easy. And swim, just you find maybe your weakest part. There's the ability part. If you want to know about the 6 abilities, please let me in the comments below. But you can train your weakness and you need to repeat. So they could be like a small first week, really easy. You have 3 rest day and a 4th training day. Just let's go for week number 2. If I don't know what's your background, maybe you train every day, you go to the gym, you already run. Maybe it's gonna be too little for you, or maybe there's too much for you. I don't know. Everyone is different, and again, fixed plan for everyone doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's really important that you know that. And with time, we also need to add some type of strength training. Really important for injury prevention, so you get stronger, resilient, and you can absorb more stress. So the mistake that a lot of people make at the beginning and keeps you on the bench if you're playing football, right? We don't want that. We want to continue training and getting better. That's the most important part, I believe, right? We want to not just finish a line and get injured, and then we have a bad injury. It's gonna take us years or months of our life about the things that we want to accomplish. So it depends. Getting fit before signing up is the hype of too much too soon. You train, and this is what actually my mistake. I start training with a fixed plan that I found on internet. I didn't have that much information. I tried to buy my ticket after my training, like I was in month 2. I said, yeah, I have like 6 months and I can make it, but the tickets were sold out. Buy the ticket and then you can reverse engineer the whole time that you're gonna have all the weeks, and you have the periodization. There's a lot of topics about that. I'm also gonna make a video about periodization, really important topic for planning. Getting fit before signing up, please buy your ticket first and then have a plan. Too much too soon, buying gear instead of starting. Don't procrastinate, just start training, start little, easy, short, boring, but you need to put some stress, aerobic stress into your body. Dreaming about a long course. One thing is dreaming, but it's better to have a plan. And to have a plan, you need to go step by step. It doesn't mean that your end goal should be a sprint. It can be an Olympic and a full Ironman, but going step by step is gonna help you to let your body know that you're capable of preparing the first one and then going to the big one, full Ironman. So you can just cross that and you know that your body is capable of absorbing that much of a stress. So you go step by step. And it's like swimming, running, you need to be perfect rider. No, start. If you have a coach for swimming, because swimming is too much of technique, you need to be really water efficient when you're sliding. So, but you're gonna learn that with a coach, with proper information. Comparing your day with people, everyone again is different. So if you're comparing yourself day 1 with someone that have done 5 years of triathlon, the story is going to be completely different. So don't get too stressed. You know that you can do that. So everyone who has ever crossed a finish line started exactly where you are right now. Everyone is a beginner of triathlon. You maybe have some background in running, cycling, but starting with triathlon because you're gonna do 3 disciplines plus nutrition plus strength training. Unsure, unfit, sure that everyone else knew something they didn't. Maybe you know more about cycling, maybe more swimming. Everyone is gonna be different. Just pick a race and keep showing up. This is most consistent, being consistent, doing the training, boring, slowly, not just going too fast and you're gonna break. That's not the plan. So you don't have to be ready for the whole thing. You start by training. Stop the procrastination. You have just one brave decision. Just start. Have a plan, believe yourself, use the gear that you already have. Pick the race and then become the person who finished the Ironman or 70.3. So it's gonna be completely different. So the takeaway here is very simple. You don't need to be perfect ready. You don't need to be an elite athlete. You just need to have a goal. You have the date and then you reverse engineer the whole season to start for you. Your plan is gonna be completely different than my plan, even though we're the same age. Also about the training zones. If you also want to know about the training zones, please leave in a comment below. But again, step by step, have the date, Ironman 7.3. If it's a full Ironman, again, amazing. Then maybe you need more time. But just start. This is the important thing. Believe in yourself, use the thing that you have. Don't procrastinate because you're always gonna think about, yeah, I need more shoes, more things. No, probably you have already and you don't need that much to start. Start training right now. So I hope this video helped you. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm also gonna put my community and social media under. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.